Welcome to the deep dive. We're plunging into the currents today, looking for those insights that kind of stick with you.
We'll have you diving in.
So today, we've got this really heartwarming story, actually, something that popped up in pop culture, K-pop specifically, and just seemed to capture, well, everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm. It's a fascinating little snapshot.
Right. And our mission, sort of, is to unpack this one viral moment, see what it tells us about, I guess, modern relationships and, fandom today.
Yeah, it's a really compelling example, I think, how something quite small, quite public, can say so much. It gives you a real glimpse into validation, connection, all that stuff.
Absolutely. So the source here, it's basically a story shared online by a netizen, someone active in the online community.
Right.
Came with a photo from a concert. And the bit that made everyone pause, the surprising part, was on this guy's T-shirt.
The T-shirt.
Yeah. And it really encapsulates something interesting about how we maybe show support now for the people we love, I mean.
And what's so striking is how this simple message put out there so publicly resonates about understanding, about recognition in a relationship.
Okay.
Especially when, one partner is reeling into something specific like BTS.
Let's get into it then. So July 30th, there's a BTS Jin concert. Amelia Arena, Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
And this netizen shares this photo. It's of a man at the concert with his wife.
Right.
And maybe your first thought is, okay, supportive husband, just kind of tagging along.
Saying that, yeah.
Exactly. But the message on the back of his shirt, it was just, pure gold, and it took off, instantly, became this global sensation.
Right, you need to know what it said.
Right. So the message, the one that just hit BTS fans everywhere was, my wife's bias is BTS Jin.
Uh-huh. Familiar term in the fandom, your favorite member.
Exactly.
Right.
But my bias is my wife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My wife's bias is BTS Jin, but my bias is my wife. Simple, right. But here's why it exploded. This wasn't like a quiet word between them. This is on his back. At a concert, thousands of people see it. Then, boom, social media.
Instantly everywhere, I imagine.
Totally. And the reaction, BTS fans worldwide just flooded everything, saying how much they envied his wife. It just sparked this huge conversation, really hit a nerve.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it really shows how shared experiences matter. Even if one person is just there supporting the other's thing.
Right.
It becomes this powerful affirmation. And using the word bias, that specific K-pop term, to talk about his wife.
Yeah, that's the clever bit.
It totally validates her interest, her passion. Shows he gets it, respects her enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes you wonder, how do we show up for people in their spaces, on their terms?
That's such a good point. So it's not about him suddenly loving Jin the way she does.
No, probably not.
It's more about a different kind of partnership where you're really seen for the things you're into. What is it about doing that publicly, like on a T-shirt, that feels so significant right now?
Exactly. It flips that old script, right? The sort of long-suffering partner dragged along. And instead, it's like active, informed support. It goes way beyond just putting up with it.
Right. Tolerance versus actual engagement.
Precisely. And I think the kind of public deliberate affirmation hits so hard because, we all want to be recognized, validated in our relationships. That's fundamental.
True.
And maybe now, when our niche interests are so visible online and everywhere, real connection means genuinely engaging with those specific passions, even if they aren't yours. It's a small gesture, yeah. But it says a lot about give and take in modern relationships.
Yeah.
Reciprocity.
So pulling it all together, this whole deep dive into just one T-shirt message, it's kind of proof, isn't it? That smart, culturally aware communication can just resonate massively.
Globally, yeah.
And it highlights this power of support, of shared interests, even if shared in different ways. Showing up in your partner's world on their terms seems incredibly powerful, especially in these really passionate fandoms like the BTS Army.
And this example specifically, it just shows that these seemingly small public things, they can have a huge impact.
Yeah.
They create joy, admiration, and like the source said, even a little bit of envy, right? From people wishing they had that kind of visible affection, that understanding. It's just a really wonderful example of supportive love, but love that also honors the other person's unique thing, their identity, their passions.
Which brings us to that final thought. For you listening, how do you show support for the passions of the people you care about?
Yeah. What does that look like for you?
And maybe what unexpected ways could that support show up in your own life? More pointedly, maybe, are you showing up in their world? Really on their terms. Something to think about.